Mastering English, discussing evening and weekend routines. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to another episode of Mastering English. Today, we are focusing on the topic, sharing evening and weekend routines. Discussing daily routines and habits is a major part of any conversation, and today, you'll learn how to express your own routines and understand others in English. Sharing your evening routines can be a great way to initiate small talk or deepen a conversation. Here are some phrases and sentences you can use. 1. In the evening, I usually use this phrase to start your conversation about your evening routine. For example, in the evening, I usually cook dinner and watch some TV. 2. Before I go to bed, This is a useful phrase to express what you do right before you go to sleep. For example, before I go to bed, I read a book for half an hour. 3. I love to. You can use this phrase when you want to express something you really enjoy doing in the evening. For example, I love to listen to music while preparing dinner. Now, let's talk about weekend routines. Weekends are usually when we have more free time, and they can be a fascinating topic of discussion. Here are some phrases to help you discuss your weekend habits. 1. On the weekends, I often. This phrase is a great way to introduce your weekend habits. For example, on the weekends, I often go hiking with my friends. 2. I like to spend my weekend by. This phrase allows you to specify how you spend your free time. For example, I like to spend my weekend by visiting new cafes in the city. 3. My favorite weekend activity is. This phrase can be used to express a hobby or activity you especially enjoy. For example, my favorite weekend activity is going to the farmer's market. Now it's time to practice. Let's imagine a small talk conversation and see how these phrases can be used in a real-life context. Person A. In the evening, I usually play with my dog and then watch a movie. Person B. That sounds relaxing. Before I go to bed, I usually do some yoga to unwind. Remember, the best way to master these phrases is by practice, practice, practice. So don't hesitate to create your own sentences or even have a mini conversation with yourself. And there you have it. You now know how to discuss your evening and weekend routines in English. Remember, these phrases are just starting points. Feel free to add more detail and make these sentences your own. We hope you found this lesson useful and don't forget to practice these new phrases in your daily conversations. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Happy learning, and see you soon.